Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Omanirasa speaking from NYCU. Breaking news: a violent street fight erupted earlier this morning in Verona, Italy. This fight awakened the tensions that have plagued our city from generation to generation. Reports confirm several injuries, widespread panic, and growing concern over the feuds' psychological and social impact on Verona's citizens. We now bring you to the moment the violence began. For more on ground, we go live with our correspondent, Samnang Ratanavitu, who's at the scene.
Thank you, Rasa. I'm Vitu, a news reporter from NYCU, totally true today. And I'm at the street of Verona, which there's absolute chaos here. There's a fight between the two families, the family of Capulet and Montague. So I'm here with a witness who saw everything that happened in the scene. Uh, Hi, Miss. So what's your name?
My name is Nisa.
So do you actually saw everything there, like everything from beginning to the end?
Yes, I saw everything there.
So fights like this between two family used to happen, right?
Yes, as I've lived here for a very long time, I saw countless of this event, and but every time it was always a minor fight, unlike the today case that involved the prince.
Mm. So, do you think the tension gonna cause any trouble to the city?
It's obvious that the tension won't fade, and I believe that this whole site will only bring more drama into the city.
So, Miss, can you tell us what actually happened?
So I was eating at that time when I heard the noise nearby, and when I went to check, I saw the Montague servant started the fight with the Capulet first, and the Capulet already react in defense.
No, that's not true at all.
Oh, hello, Miss. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Whitley.
And were you in the scene too? You saw everything?
Yes, I saw everything.
Can you tell us what's your side of the story?
So I was walking past along a side as them when the Capulet provoked the Montague servants, and they are the one who bumped and marked the Montague first, and that's why the fight was made.
Okay. So I heard a different story from her and another story from her. So
No,
can
that's not right.
No, it's right. How can you say it's not right?
You can clearly see the Montague servant aggression.
No, and you ignore the fact that Capulet want to show their pride.
so as we can see, the witnesses can come up with a conclusion where who started the fight between the two families. We don't know for sure who started, but we are sure that the hatred and conflict between these two families will never end and will last forever. Okay, so I would like the viewers to see, come up with their own conclusion on what happened after seeing the footage. And I would like to give it back to Rasa to finish this.
Thank you, Ratanavitu. Now we have heard from our correspondent, Ratanavitu, already. Now I would like to invite our honored guests, which are Dr. Draksatanit and Dr. Sranchan Boromai. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as you can see, we have two special honored guests. Now, I would like them to introduce themselves to you.
Greeting everyone, my name is Dexatanian. I'm a literary analyst which focus on psychoanalytic criticism.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sanjay Boromay, and I am a literary analyst which focus on specifically on Marxist criticism.
The reason that I invited them here today is because I want them to help us uncover the underlying truth under the ongoing tensions and ongoing conflicts between the two families of the Montagues and the Capulets. Now, I would like to ask the first question to Dr. Rezatandia. Um, what are the issues that lie under dispute between the Capulet and the Montague?
So thank you for your question. The feud between the Capulet and the Montague in this conflict is the most powerful example of how pride and hatred can destroy lives. We never learn exactly how the conflict began, as it described as a ancient grudge, but it fueled worse by family pride, competition for social power, and the deep sense of revenge. Both families care more about protecting their honor than finding peace. And this stubborn rivalry leads to constant violence in Verona. Through this feud, it shows how anger passed from from one generation to the next could blind people to love and reason, until proving that hatred only ends when understanding and forgiveness begin.
I see. So after hearing from Dr. Satanic a little bit, I can understand that this ongoing feud caused because of their ancient grudges. Now I would like to ask her another question from a very specific view of being a psychoanalytic criticist. Um, so what can be learned from this feud?
As I have been in this field for quite some time, I would say from a psychoanalytic perspective, the feud between the Capulet and the Montague show how the unconscious emotion can control human behavior. Their hatred isn't just about power, it's about unresolved anger and pride that have been passed down for generations. Both families project their inner fears and frustration onto each other instead of facing them. This creates a cycle of violence that no one can explain or stop. Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Yes.
Tenet, for sharing. Now, I would like to hear from the Marxist criticism perspective. Now, I would like to ask you, Dr. Sranjan Burmay, after seeing this ongoing conflict from generation to generation, what does this feud reflect?
So from a Marxist perspective, the street fight between the servant is highlighted how the conflict between the upper class can filter down and affect the working class. The servant themselves does not personally gain any benefit from this feud, yet they are drawn into it because their identity and their loyalty are tied into the household that they serve. This also reflect on how power structure manipulated and divided the lower status individually and keeping them distracted by the inherited conflict rather than recognizing that they share a social positions.
So, this ongoing conflict reflects the social classes between the Capulets and the Montagues?
Yes.
Okay. So now I would like to ask you another question, which is our last question of today, if you
Yes.
don't mind. What do you think is the worst case scenario from this conflict?
Thank you so much for your questions. It is actually a very good question. The worst case scenario in this situation is that it's also a minor argument. It is actually just a minor argument that could potentially escalate it into a full-scale violence involving like both household. Yes. What begin as like a playful provocations or pride could quickly spiral into a really deadly brawl during drawing in like a higher ranking family member and um, destabilizing public order as well. Since the servant are acting in a public space, Their fight threaten the safety, especially like the people in the community, like walking by while they are committed violence. Um, in the broader context of the situations, such as escalations, foreshadow the tragic chain of events that can result from unresolving conflict, ultimately risking the loss of life, politically interventions, and long-lasting divisions within the Verona.
Hmm. I see. Thank you for sharing, and thank you. I appreciate your answers. Now, I would like to pay my deepest gratitude to both of our honored guests, and our interview section has come to an end. And I would like to thank my correspondent Ratanavitu for his report, and thank you to our beloved audience of NYCU. See you in the next breaking news video. Goodbye.